In the remote village of Bhairavpur, the rain fell without pause for days, as if the sky itself had forgotten how to stop crying. The locals had long stopped speaking about the abandoned Haveli on the outskirts of the forest, not because the stories faded, but because repeating them felt like inviting attention. Arman, a documentary filmmaker known for exploring places others feared to enter, arrived in the village with skepticism. To him, fear was only a narrative shaped by superstition. He intended to prove the haunted mansion was nothing more than decay and darkness. On the fifth night, he stood before the iron gate of the Haveli. It opened with an unnatural ease, producing no resistance, no sound of force. Only a slow, deliberate creak, as though it recognized him. The moment he stepped inside, the atmosphere changed. The temperature dropped sharply and the air became dense, almost suffocating. His camera, set to record, flickered briefly, the red light pulsing like a weak heartbeat. The interior was worse than decay. It felt preserved by something unnatural. Portraits lined the walls, their faces scratched beyond recognition, as if someone had deliberately erased their identity. As Arman moved deeper into the corridor, faint sounds began to emerge, whispers that did not belong to any visible source. At first, he dismissed them as wind passing through broken windows, but the whispers grew more structured, more intentional, as though forming words just beyond comprehension. Then he saw her. At the far end of the corridor stood a woman in a torn red sari. Her presence was still, yet undeniably aware. Her face remained hidden beneath long, damp hair that clung to her skin. Arman raised his camera instinctively, but through the lens, the corridor appeared empty. When he lowered it, she was closer. Not walking, not moving, just closer. A cold unease settled into his chest. He attempted to step back, but the corridor behind him seemed to stretch. The exit no longer where it should have been. The whispers intensified, now clearly forming a warning. You should not have entered. The walls began to react. The scratched portraits started to seep dark stains, as though the images themselves were bleeding. Panic replaced logic as Arman turned to run, but every direction led him back to the same corridor. The same presence waiting patiently in the dim light. The woman tilted her head slowly, an unnatural motion that did not align with human anatomy. Then, in a voice layered with distortion and pain, she let out a soft, fractured laugh. The sound did not echo. It multiplied inside his mind. Arman stumbled, dropping his camera. The recording continued as it lay on the floor, capturing fragments of movement. The bleeding walls, the shifting shadows, and the woman standing over him. Slowly, she lifted her face. What was revealed beneath her hair defied recognition. Her eyes were hollow voids, and her expression stretched into an impossible, unnatural smile, as if several emotions were forced into a single broken mask. The last thing Arman heard was not a scream, but silence. Absolute, consuming silence. When the villagers searched the next morning, they found only his camera outside the gates of the Haveli. The footage was intact. It showed Arman entering the mansion, walking deeper into darkness, and never returning. But the final seconds of the recording revealed something impossible. The camera turned toward the entrance. Standing there was Arman himself, motionless, smiling faintly, his eyes completely dark and empty. Since that night, the villagers avoid the road after sunset, because on rainy nights, when thunder cracks across the sky, a figure can still be seen at the gate, holding a camera, waiting silently, as if searching for the next story or the next storyteller.